We
Yo,
back.
yo,
You already
yo.
know what time it is, man. It's your boy P and your boy Do.
What up, baby? Y'all know
We,
what we. Oh, got names. Hey,
and we back for another episode. We back for part two of what men want and what women think we want. You
yeah,
feel me? But this time, we back with 10. You know what I'm saying? And we back with a different male, you know what I'm saying, and some more female guests. So this one's gonna be a little bit different than the first time because a lot of people was getting back saying, "Hey, she seemed like she was outnumbered."
hey,
Now I want y'all a chance to get back. You know what I'm saying? So we want all y'all opinions, what was going on, what y'all felt about it, you know what I'm saying, and how it went. So
hey,
we finna get into it.
they
Yeah.
came. They supposed to be deep. You know what I mean? They gonna roll up on us deep, and they gonna come to talk some stuff, man. But as always, your boy Do and your boy P gonna talk that shit, right? And it's gonna be a little back and forth, devil's advocates here and there. But you know what I mean? Get ready for some exciting shit. Take this journey with us, man. We about to turn up. Don't turn down.
Come with us.
Come
Follow
on.
us. So check this out, man. First, we're gonna go ahead and get out to the playoffs real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's been a real exciting weekend for playoffs, man. Of course, as you see it, you see it. I don't even think I had to say much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we knocked them out of there, but you know what I'm saying? You see it. You see it. We back. You know what I'm saying? So the
Hey,
Chiefs, we did our thing.
yeah, you ended up pulling it off. It was very, very suspenseful, and I know at times you was on your chair, holding
Never,
on. I ain't want to answer that phone.
never.
It, it was some moments. It was some moments. You
I'll
got
never answer my phone. Don't do.
huh?
I said I'll never answer my phone when it's going down. I can't. I don't do the phone thing no more.
Right, as you shouldn't, because
I
I
gotta
don't.
focus on the squad. You feel me?
But today was a good win for you guys, man. You know what I mean? I figured you guys would be where you at right now. The up
Mhm.
that happened, I there was truly upset. Yes, we know that the Bills was the underdogs, and Baltimore was definitely the favorite, and it came down to two Keely turnovers and two drop balls, man. A drop ball at a crucial moment to tie the game up to go into overtime, and you drop the wide open pass, man. And that's big, bro. So I
Major.
a little shook in the locker room, man. Shout out to those guys, man. We know it's a game and a game you love, but that was an upset. Now, secondly, the team that we've been said and talked about in our early shows, Washington, scary team. I said it's
Very, very.
right? And they got a chip on their shoulders, man. And right now, to see the Washington Commanders, man, that's been back and forth with the name change, Pete. What you think, man? It's crazy right now going on. It's been some upsets, man. It's been some upsets.
I mean, I really think that Commanders is doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? With the young guy coming in, you know what I'm saying? I give him his props for doing his thing, man. Especially his first year coming into the game and making it this far and bringing that franchise, you know what I mean, making them back relevant right now for the game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they did their thing, man. And I want to give a shout out to CJ Stroud too, bro. Like um, second year going into that type of environment. Yeah, he came up short, but you know what I'm saying. He at least he made it again. You know what I'm saying, and I really give him his props. You know what I'm saying,
Right.
and it was a very exciting game, bro.
Yes, it was, man. It was. It was. So, but shout out to them guys, man. You know what I mean? And from us to y'all, what a hell of a weekend, hell of a games, man. Look forward to tomorrow night championship game, man. The national champion, man. We going to see Ohio and Notre Dame, man. Go at it, man. It's
Yes,
gonna,
sir.
gonna be crazy. I'm
Shout
a
out to my boy Ransom, man. You know, what I mean, I used to cut his hair. He out there from Arizona, State Safety, man. You know, what I mean, Ohio State. That's my guy. Shout out
shout
to
out.
Ransom, man. You know what I'm saying? Do
Yeah,
your thing, boy.
be a thing, boy. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. With that being, I think it's time to get into some shit, man. Time to get into. You know, I'm talking about people been saying this, saying that, and two guests, and see. see what they talking about. Bring back a special guest. You know what I mean? I was talking that shit. So
Wait, hold up, dude. You a little choppy. You coming in and out. Delete that.
what that? Oh no! Why did you do that?
There we go.
Yo
Yeah,
yo.
so like he was saying, we coming into a special guest that was on the show previously, you know what I'm saying? She handled her thing in the ring, 12 rounds, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't get a chance to finish the interview with her. So we're gonna bring in Tan. She's back, and we're gonna bring in a fresh face. We got my boy Omar in the building. And we want to welcome Tan. Tan, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
What's up, Tan?
Turn that one off.
You've been a hot topic, man.
Have I? I
Yeah,
don't
you've
think
been a real
so.
hot topic. Man.
Come on.
Everybody enjoyed the conversation we had with you. They said you representing.
I tried. I tried.
Oh,
Yeah, you did. You did. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring in our next guest, Omar. Omar is from Dallas, Texas. He's in the building. What up, O?
yeah. What up, Omar?
I don't know if he got us on mute.
What up?
That's
What
on,
up with it? What
What
up?
up, y'all?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I It
babe.
was choppy before I couldn't hear it, so I had to go out, log back in.
Okay. Welcome back, man. Appreciate you coming in, spending some time with us tonight. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Good.
Toast up. Bottoms up. You feel me?
Uh huh. I
Some
switched
that
up
get
my
right.
drink after
Oh, I
switched up
didn't
my
know we
drink
were
after
Hey,
I
supposed
drank
to
the
have
last one.
drinks bottoms up.
What you was
hey.
drinking at first, bro?
Yeah,
I had
right.
Oh,
rum and coke, and then I switched to some nice Blue Moon, nice mellow, with some orange in it.
Oh,
Not gay at all.
so you must be coming with that shit on.
As you can see, he's crazy. I'm gonna let you know.
Right. That he get
That boy came out of left field.
he
He
ready
came out straight out
listen,
of left
listen.
field.
I
delete
Oh my god, nigga spit
that.
my drink out for real.
That.
Stop.
You can't talk
All right.
Okay, I'm
about
better
spit.
now.
You
I'm better. I'm
better.
better.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
There you
So,
go. You
eh,
Yeah, I got to clean myself up.
there we go,
Okay.
man. So look, man. Everybody remember the topic from last time, man. Is what women think men want. You feel me? So, in the previous show, we had did a survey, or a survey was done. You know what I'm saying? And then what they've done was they asked a group of men and they asked a group of ladies, and they asked the men first, what do we want in the men? You want them natural, or made up? Most of the guys said natural. All of them said they want a natural woman, meaning the lashes, minus the lashes. They want to see the natural hair. They want to see the natural makeup. I mean, excuse me, natural face, uh, regular
No
nails,
makeup.
whatever it was. They wanted to see a natural woman. You know what I mean? And most of the women, when they were interviewed, the women turned around and said that they do it because they know men like it. And the interviewer was like, "Nah, we've just interviewed the guys, and all the guys said no." First thing the women said was they was lying. So we here now for a part two debate because Tan was here by herself. She was in the ring with four of us at the same time, and she was handling her business. So we all back right now for a part two of what's really cracking and what men want and what they think women think that we do want. So, um, Tan, did you since we left off with you last time and then we didn't really get to finish, the conversation, is there anything you wanted to go off, say since we was gone last time and you was off the screen?
no, I was there. I was just backstage. But no, I just feel that, um, like I said before, I think a lot of men do want it. I just feel like they're not going to say it because they don't want to be those type of people to say it. But I think they want what they see because that's what y'all see. Hold on, I'm trying to get my ear.
Okay, please. Can I come
Well, go
in?
ahead,
Can I?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
men want to see what their kids are going to look like. Men do not want that because they want women who are natural so they can see what their kids are going to look like if they're going to have kids with these women. They will play with these women who have all the fake stuff, but they want to see what they're that's what men want. They want to see how they're going to replicate with that woman. And if you
So
have fake nails, fake hair, fake lashes, fake boobies, fake all of the stuff, they're not seeing a real representation of how their kids are going to be.
oh,
So
so
you're
you're
telling me, as you look at a woman, that that is what you're looking for is to see what your kids look like. When you're not looking at a woman to see what
Yeah,
you going to. I mean, I'm just trying to let me clarify. Cause you know you don't look at a woman when you first look at a woman and be like, oh, I just want to know what our kids gonna look like. No, you look at that woman for what she's looking like at that
it,
time. So when you're looking at
okay.
that woman, you talking about months down the line, but when you first look at a woman, that's what you're looking at is what she presents herself to be, and that's with the artificial stuff.
Oh,
That's what
NOLA.
men want to sleep with. That's what men want. But when they're looking for a long-term partners, natural state. I'm telling you this right now. You all talk about this high value man crap. All of my friends are high value men. And never have any
Mhm.
of them ever said, we want a woman with fake lashes, fake nails, fake boobs, makeup on. We don't like that shit. If you look at all the women, all the models that represent
Mhm.
our population, how many models do you see that represent us that have all that shit on? None. 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 So
So
if
now,
you want to get, if you want to, if you want to put that shit on, you're going to get played with. You're never going to get taken seriously because men do not want it. It's not valued anywhere. If you're going to be like a stripper or something, if you want to be a stripper, that's fine. But you're never going to get a man with all that crap on your face, all that crap in your hair. Like I talk to my
so,
sisters and I tell them, do not get that stuff. I talk to my nieces, don't get that stuff. I talk to my women friends, don't get it. They all get it.
so
now we had another guest on named Eric. Eric said that if he did holler at something like that, she was just gonna be a jump off, and it ain't something that he's gonna
That's
keep.
I said
It's
for
just gonna be a
fun,
temporary. Yeah.
for
So,
fun.
Tam, do you think that like I made the analogy. I was like, we looking for Hondas and we only, I mean, Toyotas, and it's only Hondas on the street. We can't pick a Toyota, but you said, you're not looking at the Toyotas. I'm like, if there's nothing but Hondas on the street, I can't find a Toyota. So
But
this man
once you
was
find a
not on the show. O was not on the show, and he's coming with the same reply. Do you think now we're making this up, or this is something that could possibly be true?
and I
Look,
come from a
okay,
different
let me.
perspective. I come from a different perspective because I am
well,
one of the men that you all talk about you want. I make six figures. I know all men, all my friends make six figures. We're all marriageable.
wait a minute.
So you're
No
not married,
man is marrying a
Check.
woman. No, I'm not married. I'm divorced.
and was
But I
she
my
not made
ex-wife
up?
has net. Hell no, she didn't have none of that shit on. None. Cause when I married her, now I can see my kid. My kid is beautiful because she was natural and I can see a natural beauty. My kid is beautiful.
So
I
you
can bring him
telling
in
me
here.
that if you see a person that has fake hair on and fake lashes on, that you will
Then
bypass her and not holler at her?
Check
I
this.
would have her for sex.
Can you hear me now?
For sex only. You're not listening. I just said it. For sex only.
So
Jump
listen.
off.
Okay.
Now, here's the deal. Broaden and I way of thinking. There are some guys that futures. They only look for.
Celebrities can't count.
No,
Don't bring celebrities in. Celebrities don't count.
I mean, that's cat covered up in school. You have that. I mean, I was once. It was just about how you on the outside. At once I got inside, I wouldn't have came back. You know, whoa, where that came
Hmm.
from? You know
Yeah,
what
exactly.
you see for as appearance. Some people that you see that get real bad, like you could tell they got, but not the natural women. The natural women. We're speaking the implants and shot
Hold
up.
on,
And
Duke. Raise your mic up a little bit.
oh,
I think T went out. What
well,
happened?
see,
What happened to her?
but so
There she go.
Oh,
There
okay,
she
there
go.
you go. Okay,
like
there you go.
I'm here.
it's
Okay.
like you have that representation that which will shape of that person or that in clothes, and you be like, she really know what she look like? Her, she look good. That's the women we speak. It's not women that just. That's some women that overdo makeup. Like if you got on say shit, it ain't looking right. I mean, it's gonna be tore up from the floor. Take that off now, right? And it's like damn, look at my. I'm messed up for the night.
Okay.
I was going to a club,
Okay, there he is. Okay.
but that in that situation, I
Dude, hold up. Your microphone. You gotta speak into the microphone or raise
So
your microphone up a
yeah,
little bit
yeah,
higher.
yours is yeah, no, no.
eh,
So T, here's the thing. You need to talk to men who have no interest in sleeping with you. Because men who
Oh
have
no,
no
I
interest in
don't
sleeping with
have
you,
that issue because I don't have that issue. I'm just saying that because it's not that I don't get men. It's just that I feel that men look at um the other things more frequently than they look at a real person. But at the end of the day, I have on fake lashes. I do wear fake hair, but I don't do the extra with the makeup and
that's extra right
we were
there.
talking about the BBLs and implants last time. I don't do all that.
right,
But I do what I
right.
do for me. I don't do it for nobody else. And
Okay,
that is partially a difference as well.
It is.
okay. So
Well,
here's the thing. When
That's
you want to do that,
can I ask a question
okay,
real quick?
go on, P. Yeah.
Tam, what is the thing with the lashes? If you were born with lashes, why what is the enhancement of the lashes? I never understood it. We can't understand what's the
Well,
difference because
some people are born with lashes. Some
Mhm,
people are born without lashes. Some people are born with thin lashes. It just this. I'm not an outrageous person when it comes to lashes. Now,
mhm.
when you have them ones that is looking like butterfly wings, that's way too much. But mine, I try to keep natural because mine are thin, so I want it to look a little thicker. You would never know that I had lashes on
but
because
so
I do get them to look natural. I don't go get them to look outrageously, you know,
Vanish.
you ain't lying to that.
right, to not be mine.
Yeah.
So I'll do it to be natural. Now I get my nails done. I do it they to look natural. I used to wear them longer, but I don't. I kind of wear them a little shorter now. I'm a little older now and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
just because you wear that, now all that I do for me. I don't do it for anyone else. Now some
Yes, you
people
do. You
do
do
it
it for
for them.
somebody else. You
I
do it
do
for
it for
somebody
me.
else.
Uh,
You
I
don't
do
do
it
it for
for
one
you.
second.
me.
That is
Wait.
untrue. You
Check.
do it for somebody else because you
Who do I do it for?
Oh
you
my.
like you do it to
Oh.
attract men.
No, I do it literally for myself. I get
Oh
my nails
God.
done because I do it because it makes my hands look feminine, if you want to be honest. Because I have like
So
little fat
feminine
fingers.
and
So I do it
feminine
to
and
make
soft
my
for who?
hands look
Feminine for who?
feminine. So you can't, for me,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do the things, I don't do it for a man. I don't do none of the things I do for a man.
So
Because actually the men, go ahead, dude, because I feel like you're trying to say something.
yeah, I've been trying to say something. Right.
Your microphone ain't letting you.
Yeah, your microphone be choppy,
Yeah,
so
your
Right.
you
microphone.
can't
Yeah, yeah, your
really.
microphone is not
Still,
working. Yeah, yeah,
I will definitely hear you. Need you to tune in.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We can hear
Really?
you. We can hear you.
Go ahead.
Oh, is it choppy?
Not no more.
Now he going again.
And I'm on
All we can
the
say hear
road.
you is
Janky
can you
microphone.
hear me now?
I'm on the road.
Yeah.
Can you hear it again? Can you hear me now? No,
Yeah,
do.
I can hear
T,
that
can you
part.
say
Go
something
ahead.
so we can hear you?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
you can hear me.
You better talk before it go back out.
Yeah.
I'm asking y'all a question.
Before your mic
We
Y'all
can't
hear
hear you. We
delete
can't hear
that.
you. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
can you hear?
We
Can
ain't
you
hear.
hear me now?
Nobody can hear
Talk.
you. Yeah.
wires
Your
of
mic
respect.
gonna delete that in a minute.
Yeah. I somebody that's my mic up.
Crazy.
Anyway, real talk. Check this out. Easily go back and forth. Okay. But I really want both sides of what vice versa to what more or less directing it, but simply explaining to me like if I what do you want as a man? I'm gonna tell you that what I look for that woman attractiveness. And then as I conversation and we exchange rhetoric, now I see that's compared. I see where your mind at in time as time go on. But you gotta there's different age that view things different. Like, we listen to certain music now, all the music that come out
Well, dude, your mic is still. We're going to make it. Try
is
to make it short and brief because your mic is going in and out, and we can't really
Yeah.
understand what you're asking or your point that you're making. We heard rhetoric and certain things, but it's not giving us the complete details of the statement that you're making or the question that you're asking.
so it was going now. Is it
Yeah, we're getting like every 5 words.
I'm gonna come back, finish. I want to hear more about vice versa. So do you want as a woman and what you see and what your want like that you think the average and then we'll talk about that. Right now we're not
Just come back, because right now you in and out. We can't really understand nothing.
I think you need a whole better system. I
This
I think you need to delete that and come.
Dad, you are crazy.
But back to you, because I want to say I do, and I want to make it very clear. I do what I do for me and not a man. I do what I do for me. I look good
Right.
for what the way I want to look good for me. Now, if a
Do you have a
person
man?
don't like that and
Do you have a
don't
man?
accept that, then that's cool. Do I have a man? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes. I want to know.
No.
I'm asking
Am
you
I
like, do you have a man?
dating?
Okay.
Do I have a do I have a man? No. Am I dating? Yes.
Okay. So if you walked out the house and
Mm,
you had no hair on, no nails on,
mm,
no makeup on,
mm.
do you think you would get the same amount of attention as if you had all that stuff on? Be honest.
Um.
No. So that's so
N-
you're not going to get the same attention.
no.
You're not.
No. But actually,
You're
Ali,
not.
the man that I was dating or that I'm currently dating, he doesn't want me to wear all that. I do that for
Ah,
Yes.
me.
we
He
didn't know
Yes.
doesn't
this,
want me to
man.
do it. So I do it. That's
Uh,
a prime example. I do it for me. He doesn't like that, but I do it for
But if
me
he's
because
telling you
that's
he doesn't
something that
like it,
I like.
Well,
But
she
okay.
that's
So
what I
here,
like. But that's who he
I'm going.
met me as, though. You can't then meet me
I'm
as with me wearing hair, me with nails, me with lashes, which he never knew that they weren't mine until
mhm.
I really took them all off. But then you can't then change me how you
Yes, you
met me, though.
can.
How
Okay,
long
listen.
were you guys dating before you had the conversation of him saying that he didn't like this?
One day.
Probably.
P, go on, P. Let me
Probably, probably like I'll
You
say
are
like
crazy.
maybe a couple of weeks. I'll say maybe
P.
a couple. No, I'll say a
Okay,
couple
listen.
of months. I'll say a
So
couple of months.
how
Okay, I'm
how did
But
he
the
discover?
reason why I'm saying this though, but the reason why I'm
Go ahead.
saying this is that's how he would like for me to be. So I'm just making the point that I do what I do for me, not for no, because he pretty much likes me how I am. I mean, it's like out the extra stuff. So, but
Yeah,
I'm just doing
but if he's listen,
I like it.
but Okay, if he tells you right now, if you if you don't take all that shit off, I'm gonna stop talking to you. Like I don't like this shit. If he puts his foot down and says, I do not like all of this extra unnecessary shit, right? And if he says,
Mm.
if you keep doing that shit, I'm gonna leave your ass. What would you do?
That's how you met me. So if that's what you choose to do, then that's what you choose to do.
Okay, well,
But that's how
okay,
you met
okay.
me.
See, so this, okay,
How you then gonna meet me?
this is
Then
one of the
exactly how you say
what
meet
because
that
he
person
didn't.
that has none of that on.
Okay, so then that's the thing. We
But
we
we
live in
can't
a
meet that
world to
person that has none of
where
that shit on because everybody has that shit on.
that's the Hondas.
Then you
And
gotta meet. I mean,
Yes, everyone
you
has
gonna
this
have
shit.
to be somewhere. And so you don't want nobody with no nails on, with no lashes on, and with no hair on,
No,
and
okay,
completely.
so the nails
natural
the nails are fine. I think the nail, not the long nails, not the big gaudy long nails with fruit and shit on them, all that, right? But
with
Mhm.
fruit.
nails
Where
are
you meet
fine,
your
right?
girl?
Have you seen
Right,
some of these?
right.
Have you seen some of these bitches? They have like fruit and shit on their nails, and like and cupcakes and donuts and shit on there. No, they go
Nah,
crazy. But
but
but the
you
But
hair,
just
with my
you don't.
lashes, you would have never known because I
The
get them
lashes,
so natural. You'll
we can
never
take
know.
we can take natural. We can take the lashes, right? The weaves. I'm going to tell you right now, weaves stink. Weaves stink. Weaves stink. P, can you confirm that? P, come on.
wait. Let me say this. P is on the natural side of things.
Oh yeah,
My
I don't like.
all
I'm
my
natural too.
my ex, she had natural hair down her back. Everybody I had has natural hair. You know what I mean?
I do not mess with weave
I
chicks. I don't
can't
mess with.
deal. I can't deal with the hair colors like the pinks, the maroons, the long hair, the horse ponytails look like he's hanging off the back of a horse butt. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't get past that. You feel me?
And
My sister
everything
called.
that you named is what I don't do.
My
Okay,
sister calls them
and that's
I
cool.
track
mean, when it
masters.
comes with my weaves that I have, they're usually like my color. I mean, I
Mhm.
do get like a brown or something like that, but I don't have stuff hanging down to my ass. I don't do the
What?
long ponytails and all that type of stuff because I'm scared somebody gonna yank it and my shit gonna fall off. I ain't got time for all that.
Yeah, in
I'm
public,
not
like
bald headed, but I'm not down my back either.
But
So,
the thing is, we would
I
we
do
would
it for
take
me. My hair is thin, so I
we
like
would
to have thicker
we would take your
hair.
hair.
hair
Okay.
thin and met it to your head. We would take your hair with a fly cut instead of a weave. I'm telling you this right now.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
go
have never
outside
met a
like that
man.
and see how many I'm gonna catch. I'm gonna
Listen,
go
I have
outside
never
with my hair with a booger wolf because I said that last time when I was out there
listen.
looking like a booger wolf and
I
see
have
how
never
many.
met a
And I'm
man.
gonna see if
Never
you
met a
look at
man.
this Honda over here instead of them Toyotas.
And you come back and you give us an update on how much you done won being out there a natural woman. I guarantee you it's gonna be a difference. There's gonna be a
You're gonna
difference.
get more. You're gonna
I'm
get
gonna
more. I'm
put
telling you, you're getting more
this
men.
to the
You're
test.
getting more men.
Okay, so
Listen,
I'm
look,
gonna
I
put
have
it to the
never
test.
met a man. I've never met a man who says, "Man, I can't wait to give me a woman with a big ass weave, lashes, and nails."
I mean,
Never,
now
ain't
never.
Sam,
nobody gonna
We talk in
ever
the
say that.
barbershop.
Ain't no
We in the
look,
barbershop. We talk
just
all the
like
time.
ain't no
Men
dude,
don't
ain't
say
no
that shit.
we don't say that shit neither. We don't look at a man and say, "Oh, I want a man with a, a big fucking head and broad shoulders with a big dick." We don't
Yes,
say
y'all
all
do.
that, do we?
oh,
Yes.
okay.
Do we
So
we
you
do
don't
say that
remember
last part, but
you don't
let me
Okay.
remember
What
saying,
yes, you do.
check this out. You don't remember saying I want a man that's well, not you, but women back in the day was I need somebody that's tall,
Mhm.
dark, and
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
handsome. Where did that
Tall,
come
dark, and
from?
Mhm.
handsome. Yep. And
I
six
don't
figures.
know
Don't
cuz
forget
I
six
don't like
figures.
them. I like them
Don't
tall,
forget
but
six
I don't
figures.
like them dark. And
Okay.
I don't need you handsome. I need you good enough for me.
And then there was then there was the year of the light skinned dude with the long
Yep.
pretty hair and the good eyes and all that. Then he went to
Nah, his
light
hair
skin.
can't be longer than mine. So no, I don't do
For real?
that.
Okay. So I'm glad you say this. I'm gonna bring up this topic. You remember Monica, the single, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
She's with a dude named Rocco. You know the rapper Rocco?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Okay, well Rocco was arrested recently. Apparently his mugshot showed him to where he had his whole roof missing. Because when he went
Uh-huh.
to jail, they removed the whole roof. Nobody knew Rocco was bald. So he
Okay.
was on the Breakfast Club, and they asked everybody. They showed the mugshot 2 days ago. Look it up on your phone if you don't, if you get a chance. So they showed the mugshot. The mugshot showed his whole roof missing, right? And on top of that, they did an interview and they was like, you know what? They want to ask the women. They took phone calls. will you then take a man who has his roof missing? And most of the women was calling in was like, nah, he couldn't go swimming with me. I don't think I want that. Other thing they were saying that if he changed his glue, because I didn't even know it was different levels of glue. But a lot of women was like, I don't want him to put his wig on the nightstand with my wig. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
the narrative had changed when it was time for the women to make the decision to say, hey, would you accept a man the same way you want them to accept you? So what do you think about that one?
I mean, I get it.
What you
I mean,
get?
I could, I wouldn't, me personally, I just, yeah, I would
So
be
look,
like, cut it.
so we come
I'd be
home at
like,
that
cut
night.
it. I
We
mean,
check this out. We
cut your
come home from a
hair.
night of partying, right? We out there. We come home. You take your weave off, and he takes his off.
No,
And y'all
I
look
don't
at each
think
other and say, "Baby, I love you."
I don't know about that one. I mean, but if that's what, let me say this, because this is how I am. But if that's what he wanted to wear, he would, and that's how I met him, and that's what he want to wear, then that's what he would wear. But for me personally, I would be like, just like you guys, I guess, with the witch call, I would rather for you to just go ahead and go bald. I mean, why would you want just your roof missing? You might as well bald up.
Go ball, right? So Omar said weaves stink.
They
Some
do.
of these weaves, I think they're built to last. There's what, 3 months, 6 months in them. You know what I mean? What do you call
I
the
mean,
one?
some of them are built to last
For
for
real?
a
Okay.
minute, but and
No
I'm
wonder
not
once
gonna.
the
And
fucking
what he's
weave.
saying though, let me say this: I'm gonna agree with you. What you saying is they sometimes do. They sometimes
Okay.
stink, but then that means that they needed to take that out long time ago.
Okay. Listen.
Yep.
Okay. Here's a question. If you met the man of your dreams, right,
Hmm.
and you knew he wanted to have kids by you, right,
Hmm.
and you know you're going to eventually have to take all that shit off because you want to have kids with you, what would you do then? Because eventually, if he wanted to have kids by you, you're going to have to take all of that shit off of your body, right?
Hmm.
He's not going to
Hmm.
see your fake lashes because you say your lashes are thin. He's not going to see your fake ass hair, and you said you're
Hmm.
bald. You're not. He's not going to see none of that shit. And if you could present yourself to him naturally, and he had a choice between choosing you and not choosing you, and you had to go, you dealt with him for a whole 6 months,
Hmm.
what would you do? Because if you knew that the man was not going to choose you after 6 months of dealing with him, because you're not going to convince him to deal with you because you're going to show your love. He's going to choose you based on how you, this is how men choose women, on how they look. There's no other,
Hmm.
all that other bullshit doesn't, all the shit y'all say, like women say about your degrees and all that shit, that does not matter. We don't give a fuck about your degrees. We care about how you
Hmm.
look and how you act. So if a
Hmm.
man had to choose you based on your natural ability, how you actually look, and how are you going to produce kids, how your kids would look, would you put all that shit on?
Yes, I'll put it on for me.
Okay, well, you're going to be single forever. I'm telling you this right now
Well, let me
because
ask you.
I
Let me ask
guess.
you this question.
I guess so.
Let me
I
ask you this
yes,
guess
question,
so.
though. At what point is the woman is supposed to ask? What point is the man supposed to be honest enough to tell this woman this? Because it's
uh,
definitely not right on. If we
listen,
flip it, he
okay,
can't. He can't sit here and then date
That's
her,
my thing is that you can't,
and then
and
all
when
of a
you
sudden,
meet
after,
this girl, and this girl is has all this on, she has the lashes on and the weave on and all this, and you initially, because like you said, you look at it from what she looked like, and you liked all that. That's what attracted you to her, is because she had the hair on and the nails on, or the lashes and all that. She had all that on,
hmm,
and then you turn around and now you want to say, oh, wait, hold on, because we're 2 weeks in. I want you natural.
there are two, okay, I'm going to explain this to you. There are two different, there are two different categories we put you in. If you are, there are the categories that we want to sleep with you, and there are categories when we want to be with you.
okay,
Once we understand how fake or how real you are, we just we determine it. So if you meet a woman and she has all this fake shit on,
But you don't know, you
we'll
can't
still
tell.
continue dealing with her. But
You can't tell.
yes, yes,
You can't
that's
tell.
what
You couldn't tell that my lashes.
men can.
Hold on. When you present to me, you will never know that my lashes are not my lashes. When you come present to me, the only thing
And
you
guess
probably
what?
would know is probably my hair. But other than that, because I'm not a person that wears a lot of makeup, I'm not.
Mhm.
So when you step to me, you're gonna step to me
Guess what?
90% of myself.
The man has a point. Because see, the problem is women think that when they date men, all men are like relationship options. Men don't see women that way. Men see women as either sex or relationships. And if you present yourself to a man and you're lying when you present yourself to him, he's going to still sleep with you, but he's never going
Okay,
to consider you for a relationship.
is that kind of considered cheating? Are we still adding on to the problem because for the simple fact that we are like they were saying that we like
No,
it. So are we
no,
pump faking, showing
we're
them like,
like in
yeah,
the
you
beginning, we're
kind of like it, and
deceived
then
because if the woman came to us naturally, women are deceiving. They deceive us.
so you saying it's even if they come to us and it's not it's all made up. They kind of trick us, and then all of a sudden, if you
Yes.
knock her down,
Yep.
it's kind of like, oh, cool, I
And
got it, but then I don't want it. So are we playing along with the game and still messing up the game though?
men control relationships. Men control relationships. If you want to get in a relationship with a man, you have to get on his program. And if you come to him all fake in the beginning, he's gonna see how fake you are. And if you're like you say you have, and we don't give a shit about nails. Nails don't matter to us. But your weave, makeup, that's gonna matter a lot.
Okay, what about a BBL and breast implants
He
and all
says
that?
a
What do you
white
say
boy.
about that? Because right now it seems like
He says as a white boy,
what?
I definitely don't recognize weaves, fake lashes, etc. I remember the first time I saw my homegirl take her weave off, I bugged out. He was trolling us, the white dude.
I mean, I'm gonna say this then.
But
I mean,
I'm just telling you,
hearing it from that perspective is like it's kind of like cheating. You know what I mean? Like I think we need to be honest enough to let
it
them
is
know from the
cheating.
beginning, so we're not leading nobody on.
Yep,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying? But then
That's
we're kind of
100%.
deceived because I seen a picture with somebody doing makeup and it really wasn't her face. I showed someone this afternoon a picture of a
Hmm.
chick and it was the before and after, and so everybody was like, "Is that her? It's got to be
Yes.
another person." It was really that person, but we're trying to figure out how do we stop this? How do we help our sisters out
Get off
by
the
informing them?
don't put filters on your on social media. Don't put filters on because filters can
That's a good
change
one.
you into a completely different person. Do
I know a
not
lot
put
of
the
people use
nails on.
filters.
Just put your natural self out. And first of all, women are going to get attention from men no matter what they do. They don't have to do all that fake shit because women are going to get natural attention from men. If you put yourself out naturally, you're going to get the men who actually want to date you. And you're never going to get the fake men.
Well, I don't know about the fake man. There's some out there be pump fake. There's a lot of dudes out there be pump faking too, man. Like I just explained the Rocco thing. Rocco had a whole hairpiece on his head. You know what I'm saying? And he was out there fooling somebody. I didn't even know the
I know.
brother
I said
didn't even have hair like that.
Baracco, he had fake shit on him. If you put
Yeah.
your real self out there, you're going to get real men.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to ask you something. Well, now that we have 10 on and OU was here, me and you had a discussion about 2, 3 weeks ago
Hmm.
about
About
tattoos.
the Chiefs and the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Nah, I threw you the cup and say we beat y'all in that Super Bowl. I'm talking
Okay, okay,
about
okay,
I'm
okay.
talking about the tattoo conversation about you said certain men are not attracted to women with tattoos,
They are
and there's a
not,
certain class of people that get tattoos. You know what I mean?
not,
So,
not.
what Tan? Do you have any tattoos?
Sorry, I'm
I saw
moving
her
around
body.
in my home. Yes,
You do?
yes, I
Has
do.
any man said he didn't want to date you because you had tattoos?
No,
No.
No,
nope.
So
that's the men. There is a difference between men who want to be serious with you and men who want to have sex with you. You understand that? There is a complete
Excuse me.
difference.
okay,
Men,
so
let's
Okay,
let
let
me say,
me clarify my because you make it seem like, and I'm gonna, clarify. I was literally with the man for 20 something years, and he loved my natural and my made up. Period,
He look
point
Yes.
cute.
blank. Number
He look
one.
good. Mhm,
Number two, um, I have tattoos.
mhm.
Where are
And
they?
I choose,
Where are they?
and I was
No,
just
let her
getting
speak.
ready. I was just getting ready to. The way I wear my tattoos is I like to be able to cover my tattoos because at the end of the day, I still like
You
to be professional. So I
you
Okay.
don't
said you
like
can
my
cover yours.
tattoos. I don't like
You
my tattoos out
Visible,
to
right?
be shown, right? Like
exactly.
you'll
Exactly.
see it if you see me. There's
Okay.
only one tattoo
Yes.
that I ended up making visual because of a passing of my stepson. So that's the only one that you can actually see without. But usually I'm wearing a jacket and all that, so you can't see.
Do you have
I
a
have one on
do you
my
have a
back,
big
one on
Hold
my
on,
tattoo?
leg, or
let
something
her
like
finish.
that.
Let her finish.
So I don't. For me, I don't like them like on your neck and your face and your tramp stamp and all that. I
Yes.
don't like
Yes.
that. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. That's not me. But I do. I have four tattoos. One, two, three. I have five tattoos that you wouldn't even know that I had five of them if
Okay.
you would see
Exactly.
me.
So
Would you
Tan,
have a would you get a big ass chest tattoo?
No,
That's what I said. Men don't like those kind of tattoos. The
no,
tattoos you cannot
you
cover.
you said
No,
she
the tattoos
women.
you can't cover.
You said you didn't say your tattoos that you can't cover, bro. You said middle class people don't get tattoos. Doctors and
They don't.
nurses don't
They
get
don't.
tattoos.
They
And
don't
you
get
also
tattoos.
said that
They don't get
if there
tattoos.
were two women standing side by side, that a man would not pick. He would pick the woman without tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that if you
One hundred
go to a
percent.
club and you
100%.
introduce a woman, you ended up going home with that young lady that night, and y'all just so happen to do something that you're not gonna check out once you see the tattoos the next day. Like, "Oh,
Okay.
no, they
Guess
had a
guess
tattoo, I didn't see that." So you telling
guess
me right now, if
guess what,
you
P?
meet a young lady and you say, "You know what? She's beautiful," you get home and she has "About That Life" tattooed on her, you just gonna get up and leave out?
No.
no,
Okay.
What you
no.
No.
gonna
No.
I'm
do?
No.
not.
What you gonna
No.
do?
No.
What
No.
you gonna
No.
do?
P. So I read it was like a post last a couple weeks. It was 2 weeks ago, and like the middle class people, they're definitely going to bug out on a woman with tattoos because I don't know any middle class people that accept women with tattoos. And they tell their kids do not get tattoos because it inhibits your progress in life.
Mhm. And I told
No,
you,
I'm telling you. Listen, I'm a professional man. No professional women have visible tattoos. None. 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 It's not acceptable.
okay.
It's not
Well,
acceptable.
I can definitely understand that back in the day. Back in the '90s,
No, no,
you couldn't
no,
get
no, to
tattooed.
no. P, today, listen, they don't tell you that, but it's you're still going to be ostracized if you have tattoos. There is no professional women who have tattoos right now. There's none. No professional women have tattoos. You
How
can't
can
have it. You
How
can't
can
have
we
them
prove it?
because
You mean to tell me that if a professional woman comes to the workplace that they know what's
and she
under
has
her
a tattoo
garments?
and she has a tattoo on a visible tattoo, she's not going to get the job.
Visible. And what what
A
what
visible
positions
tattoo.
would these be? What kind of positions
If you
would these be?
if you cannot if you were going to be a manager or above, no, fuck that. If you're going to be any kind of worker, you have to have be able to your tattoos have to be able to be covered.
I beg to differ, man, because I know women in high places that have tattoos. I know men in places that have tattoos. I can
P.
I now I would say
Okay.
that in the earlier stages of the game, in the '90s, early 2000s, but it
Okay.
became a period to where it was more trendy. You know what I'm saying?
P.
So you
It's
have
not
tattoos.
acceptable. It's not acceptable. I'm telling you right now. It's not acceptable. Middle class people and high and rich people definitely don't get tattoos. Don't include celebrities. Rich people who aren't celebrities, they do not get tattoos.
So
None.
how do we prove this point?
Because my brother's wife is rich and all of his family they have no tattoos.
And that is a small
I
percentage of
listen,
people.
P. I went to Duke. I went to Duke.
Okay.
I went to Duke,
So
and I
nobody at Duke had tattoos.
it's an anomaly if you have a tattoo at Duke, and
What?
that's the same school as all the schools, all the top schools in the United States of America. No rich people get tattoos on their bodies unless they're celebrity, unless they're entertainers. Rich people do
Oh,
not get tattoos.
okay. And what percentage of this would you say it is?
100% of rich people do not get tattoos.
100%. And you know this data. That is kind of hard to believe, man. I mean, because I know a lot of rich people myself, and all of them
But
have
P,
tattoos, and they're all
P,
not athletes. I know a lot of athletes, and y'all know
but
this. I know a
athletes
lot of
and
rappers.
entertainers Athletes and entertainers do not count. We're talking about rich people who are in
Hurry
the
up to do the
industry.
crash because I need you to pull my car out to pull the other.
Okay, so you know the business, and I meet a lot of people, right? I meet a lot of people, and they're not all athletes.
I listen.
They're
I
regular
meet a lot of people.
professional peoples. People,
I know.
excuse me. I
I
said
meet a
people.
lot of people in business. I'm telling
Okay.
you, none of them have tattoos. None.
And
Like
what if they
if
were
they have a
not visible and under their
if
garments?
if
They
they
had
have a
them, but you
yes,
can't see them.
yes. If they have tattoos, they can be completely covered.
Okay.
100% of them, because it's just like if you go into the barber shop, right, and you are a good barber versus a bad barber, right?
Hmm.
The bad barber is going to have some kind of standards that you are not going to accept as a good barber, right?
Correct.
And that's what tattoos. The tattoos give you they distinguish you from being an elite person.
Okay. So you know what was it was shocking in our conversation that we had. You didn't know I had tattoos,
I knew you
right?
had tattoos.
You have never seen you. We had talked about this. You said, "TP, you
P.
don't even have
I
tattoos." I said, "Bro, you must don't know."
P. P. I knew you had tattoos. I can see them.
Wh- Where did you see? Delete that. Where did you see tattoos on me? I've
P.
never been around
I
you
can
with no shirt off, bro.
no
I just
P. You
recently
don't
got
have to
forearm
have,
tattoos. I don't
but
have
P.
nothing
I can
visible on the
see
neck.
tattoos on you.
Where? How did you admitted that you never seen the tattoo? So how did you see tattoos on me? You and I had
I did
never
not
been
say
to
that.
a beach party, pool
I,
party, nothing to where my
I bet
garments
you
was
y'all
off.
can hear me now.
Hey, welcome, dude. How
Yeah,
you doing, bro?
he just
ignoring
came
me
back. He
on
came
your
back 20
phone.
minutes later,
So now that
30
I'm
minutes
here,
later.
yeah,
It's
now I'm
right.
here talking this shit. Now I have to represent. Now check this out, Omar. I've been listening to you. I've been listening to Tan. I've been listening to P. Now y'all gotta hear me out now, right? So I know you can hear me now,
We can hear
undoubtedly.
you, hear you so
Hey,
yes.
man,
Here.
welcome, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
well, you do.
what
Let
I
me
have
let me
been
catch you up.
trying to tell my co-host,
Yes, come
but he
on.
would
Give us all the
Let
shit.
me catch you up.
do it my way. I'm
Hold
already
on.
caught up. I've been listening.
So you know about the tattoo thing, right?
I'm going in right now.
Go do your thing, baby. Welcome back. I'm gonna sit back and drink after
Omar,
you cut.
Omar, I'm gonna start with you, and I need you to listen. I beg to differ
Let's
on
go. Give it to
a
me.
lot of the stuff you said, right? There are some valid points to some of the things you said, far as in certain workplaces, certain things is not. That meaning you come into the workplace, you're not just intentionally exposing, I'm gonna roll my sleeves up and I want to show my tattoos. I don't think a person will walk into a business meeting like that.
Nope.
There are some people and some top execs that don't have tattoos on them because they self-made millionaires. They didn't have to depend on someone else to make them successful. We understand that and we get that because they're gonna say we want a certain presentation to represent us as a face. I get
And
that.
corporate
But
America. Yep, corporate America.
as far in corporate America, as far as the man desire to see a woman with a tattoo and not find it sexy, I don't look through the
Wait,
same
what
lens
happened?
as your lens. I love to see artwork on a woman is visible enough because all it does is challenge the imagination. Sometimes you'd be like, damn, I wonder how far that go down. What's the end point to that tattoo? Like
Mr. Nasty Man himself. Welcome.
now, if it's a stupid self-made tattoo that looks hideous and ridiculous, then we know that's hood and it represent like, come on, man. I come from the hood. I had to feel them. I gotta feel them. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't. Me personally, it's not my thing because it's not my line of profession. To create this image to where I want to put marks and tattoos in my face, all over my hands, to where it's saying certain stuff. Like that's not me. I ain't grow up in an era. There's eras and there's culture events that happen like that, and it takes over because that's their thing, right? I don't judge them for that. And I don't want it to be like, hey man, it's this way, and that's like a dictatorship. I could tell you how I think life should be. And in the perception of my mind, that's the way I feel how life should be. And in the perception of Omar, Tan, and P mind, y'all gonna have your own perceptions. I can't force that perception on you, neither can you force it. Now I am just telling you for me, I like tattoos. I ain't judging you. Now, if it's saying something that's offensive, then I got a problem with that. Like that, I don't like them tattoos. But if it's something like hot, sexy, appealing, it's artwork. You know what I mean? It's to each its own. Now, I do agree with you with the corporate world, but you won't wear clothing that will just expose that. You're not coming to work unless you giving something to the boss behind closed doors, and that's how y'all rocking. And he told you he liked to see you like that. I can't tell you what you did favors for, but I am just saying that it's certain places, yeah, you want to be professional, right? It's going out to eat. It's certain places you're gonna dress a certain way. Certain places you might go in there with your slippers on. Shit, I'm going there and eat, man. I don't care what nobody think. That's me, right? But like I said, it's each his own. 9, 10. To you, I agree. What you were saying, like that's what you did to make you feel better, right? And there's women that do that, and they upkeep, and that's just something is because men, they got dudes out here that just see women and just like, boy, I'm a knockoff, and I be looking at him like, who? Huh? Yeah, her, man. But she's 72. Man, I like that. And I'm like, you serious, man? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but that's their thing. Shallow Hell was a movie, and he saw
Mm-hmm.
big women
Funny as
as
hell.
special women. That was just a metaphor and just a presentation to show you that everyone's perception is different. Is there a higher percent of men like you and I, P, that like natural women? Yeah, it is a degree of them, and then there's a degree of men that take them like they come, man. Then there's a degree of that just don't care, right? So they that do exist because they got dudes that ain't living up to the same expectation of what a woman want.
Correct.
You talking about a woman coming fake? I know a lot of cats that talk a lot of shit, and they'll tell you they got an island where Trump hang at, and they shoot a little dice in the backyard. Whoop the whoop. He'll sell a dream to you in a minute, right? That's what pimping happened. Pimping was selling you a dream just to make you do some things. So you have the same situation here, man. That there's some dudes that's living fraudulent life. Once the girl really get with him and find out that was your mama car.
You
Well,
mean you can't come pick me
you
up
ain't-
right now?
yeah, why you ain't get up to
But
go to work in the last 3 days? I thought you said you worked for Pepsi. But
It's
all
no,
of
crazy.
you don't
this
work for
coming
Pepsi.
out. So there are vice versa things that happen, and then some women has to protect themselves. Then there's some men. Both has been scorned in life, and then there's some that say, "I just want to build up my self-esteem, my ego." To you, you might be saying, "I like you like that," but to her, she might be saying, "I don't like me like that, like you like me. I got something higher in my expectation. I think I want to be here." And I'm saying, no, I just want you to be right here. And I love you just like this. And she's saying, it's not the end of all for me. Right.
Well,
So that's his way. Now, I don't want to lay next to a woman and I wake up and she not and there's pieces everywhere. It'd be like, you got to put all that shit back.
yes, exactly.
I'm gonna
That's what
get
I'm
you
saying.
sucker,
No,
right?
I get you. I'm not
Yes.
saying I'm not knocking
Okay.
that. Like, we feel that. But there's some cats that like that and they don't give a damn.
So, dude, can I ask this
But listen,
question?
okay,
What about women with
okay, go on.
alopecia that have to wear wigs, and what about women that have breast
Uh,
cancer that have to get breast implants? Can
See?
that? How do you work around that?
Right. So this is because they
shave
want
all
to
the
be
hair off.
made whole. You got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to seem different. It's self-esteem, right? It's feelings involved. And you're saying that woman or that man is made to be like, say, we you know what I mean? Like I want to be normal too. So I don't want people just staring at me like I'm some type of hideous creature. And that's why people present themselves certain ways, man, because there's a lot of women out there that has been through a lot of traumatization, man, and a lot of stuff inside their households is growing up. It's tough growing up a woman, man,
Mhm.
because especially if the man ain't a man and that man is present, and then mom is with trying to find love in all the wrong places, and every guy she come along seem to look at her daughter more than she looking at her. You know what I mean? So
But
there's stuff that happens to whereas now those women they change identities because they seem to have lost that identity because it was taken from them, their innocence, and saying that they create, and some of them create by making their face, and they're already beautiful, but they just don't see it. It's just like the people that starve themselves to death, anorexic, and thinking that they're too fat, and we're saying
but
you're too skinny.
but listen, I'm gonna say something. I'm not speaking for every man because this is impossible, right? But
Right.
I'm a statistician at the end of the day, right? And I'm speaking for with the highest probability. If you want a man who is of a certain caliber, like first of all, most women want the 6 foot tall, the handsome guy who's dark skinned and has a six pack and 6 inch penis and a 16 inch 6 inch rim, 16 inch rims. If you want that kind of man, those kind of men want the most natural woman they can see because they want to see what their potential kids can look like.
But
And if
listen,
you don't,
Omar,
no, 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 let me
you
finish. Let
said
me finish.
Wait, let him finish. Let him finish.
I heard that a couple of times. No, I need to
Like,
get on.
I'm
How
just
do you
explaining it to you.
I understand by height and weight and size, and you're saying that naturally your kid come from a background. See, that was a question that I couldn't get into earlier, and I don't want to keep letting it get by because also in the comments there's people saying and asking them same questions that I'm reading, but and I want to answer it because they've been answering they did asked it a few minutes ago, but there's a way that you could say that. Well, I'm tall and she's short. My kid, I want him to be a tall basketball player. This ain't the
Hmm.
one I want for me, right? And I get that, right? But just saying, now I could understand saying that I could talk to a person because really I want to know where your mind at. You might look the part, but you're dumb as a gopher. And now my kid has that same gene inside him or her.
Okay,
So
so
that's
so kids,
the totality of
kid,
what you're looking for inside that woman.
but kids are like, if you want to have a smart kid, right? That's basically a function of how much you train them. If you have money and you train your kid to be smart, your kid will be smart.
So what happened if your kid come out autistic?
Autistic?
Yeah,
Okay, so what percentage of kids come out autistic?
it's that's not
No,
that's
no,
a
no, I'm asking what
question.
percentage of kids come out autistic?
That's
10%?
no,
10%.
need listen. I don't want to talk about the percent though, Omar. I
But it
want you to
matters.
understand that yes, and that's what I want you to get to. It matters. A lot of things matters, and we can't look at it one way. To you, that is your visual. There's some kids that parents been raped, and the parent is forced to have a kid, and that kid still becomes successful. Some kids
Yes.
lose their parents at an early age and never knew what their parents' potential was, but their kid come out to be smart. What we could say, well, their parents must have was one day gonna be smart. We don't
There
know.
and there are 5'9" guys who go to the NBA.
Yes.
But
Well,
most
maybe
for 5 foot
yeah.
9 kids do not go to the NBA. Do you agree?
Now you can't. Back
No.
then it was easy.
Most 5'9" guys do
But
not go to the
now
NBA.
you
Do you
can't.
agree?
Now you can't.
Okay, so
In
I'm
this
talking
era,
about
you can't. And
with the balance of probabilities. If you're 5'9", you are not going to the NBA. So I'm talking about
no, that's not a definite. You better
how
be
many
special.
how many
You
five
better
foot nine
be
people how many
special
5'9"
at
people are in
five
the
foot
NBA right
nine.
now? How
No,
many? How many?
but
None.
here's Omar.
How many five foot
Omar,
nine people are in the NBA right now?
you ready for me to answer?
How many 5'9" people are in the NBA
You
right now?
you ready for me to answer?
Yes.
So are you saying you just told me it's impossible?
I didn't say it's
I-
impossible. I
yeah,
said it's
yeah. You said
improbable.
it,
I said it's improbable.
that's impossible, basically.
I
It
said
is not
it's
improbable or impossible. You just better be exceptional. That is
okay.
not. I won't never tell a kid because you 5'9" because Steph Curry wasn't all that tall.
He's
He
six
just
foot
got,
one,
yeah, he
six
just
foot
got
two.
6 foot. No, he ain't 6'2", but 6'1" is not tall.
Okay,
Drew
so
Brees was the national quarterback, and he was at 6 feet, and people said it couldn't be done.
how many
So
5'9" people are there in the NBA in the
we
last
got
10
to talk
years?
about facts. And the facts is that we're talking about the situation that you saying about looking at a woman and saying how I want my kid to come out. So there are some big boned people that like we're talking about the Poly Nation, the Usos. They're big boned people. They know their kid is high as a high percent chance he gonna come out big. So that is a perception of culture-based mindset that you're talking on. That's what I'm trying to tell you, brother. That I
I
hear what
get it.
you're saying, but you can't just speak for the broadening of men because that's the way Omar think. because there's a lot of things that Omar is saying that I don't agree with just personally.
Okay, so how many people you said what people are like 5 foot? You said what people were big and smaller?
I said
What did you
there's
say?
Polynesian people that are
Okay, what
naturally
how many
big.
what percentage of
So
Polynesian people are
looking
there in the
at,
population?
we don't want to talk about percentage because we want to stick to the script of saying that what are we
No,
talking
that's what I'm
about?
saying.
We're talking
What percentage
about
of
looking at a
what
woman
percentage of
and saying
Polynesian people are
how
in
I
their
want
population?
my kid to be. Looking at a woman and how I want my kid to be. That is what we're talking about, Omar. Nothing else. So the
That's what
percentage,
and so I'm
listen,
saying
that we're talking about
if you
the
want to
perception of men. I am telling you that your perception is
okay,
different from
so
my perception. That is irrelevant. You're saying how you view that a
I
woman
know.
should
So
be. I'm saying I don't view it like that. You say you would rather a woman with no tattoos.
I
I'd rather a woman with tattoos. So
okay,
that's the
so
percentage of what exists
okay,
right
if
now.
you had a okay, so if you wanted a woman and you had a woman who was if you had a if you had a baby by a woman who was good looking versus a woman who was not good looking, what is the do you think your child would be better looking having baby with a woman who was good looking or better looking with a woman who was not good looking?
Yeah, it depends on the nature of the man and who got the more
No, 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 no.
that come
I'm
through
just asking
all
you,
the
do you think
time. The
it's
baby tend to look like the man. So it's not about
Just,
how
let me
okay?
just say, my kids look like their father. So if
right.
their
That's what I'm
father came out, I mean, if his father messed with an ugly woman and a pretty woman, they have very strong genes. Their kids come out looking like the father. So you can't determine that the mother is going to, because all my kids, they say they look like their dad. They say they look,
But
hey,
and
I'm
I
all
asking.
can tell you
their
this. I
brother's
can tell you
kids
this.
look like the brother.
Hey, I can
Like his side
I
of the
can,
family, so they
I can
have
tell you
strong
this.
genes. So whatever woman they have, ugly, pretty, a 10 or 1, they kids still look like them.
I seen
But
some dudes that can
I'm
actually
asking
have
you
with a woman with
if
good
you
hair
have
and the
sex
baby
with a
come out with great hair. I didn't saw it. Like I didn't saw that. So
so
sometimes you look at
you all are taking exceptions for the rule. Is there a
what?
more probability, a higher
Really?
probability if you had a
We're
sex
taking
with a if you
exceptions
had a
to
kid
the
with a
rule.
Hold on,
if you
Tan.
had a kid with a better looking person or a worse looking person, would your kid be better looking?
I hear you, Scribble. Scribble said my kid looks like his
There's too
mother.
many
Thank God.
probabilities to answer.
Oh my God,
I'm
Jesus
gonna
Christ!
answer
See,
that. Hold on,
Shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
answer
Scribble.
that. That's too many.
Shout
It's
out
too
to
many
Scribble, man.
probabilities for us to answer that question because you want to do one probability on an ugly and a pretty. It's too many
I didn't say.
probabilities because your genes could be strong.
Hey,
Your this could be
one,
that.
one,
Like for me,
Tan.
you wouldn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like. So well, I'm gonna say about my kid's father again because his dad and his mom is lighter than light, but they are darker than dark. So I can't put no. There's too many ifs and probabilities and this part and that part for me to answer your question on a pretty person and an ugly person.
Hey, hold on,
Okay,
Tan.
okay.
Tan,
So
hold
so
on,
most
Omar.
people. So
Omar,
why do you?
hold on,
Okay, go on. Okay,
Omar,
go on,
hold on.
go on,
This,
go
this
on.
is
I'm not.
Delete
I'm
That
quiet.
podcast.
I'm quiet.
Remember
I'm
to
quiet.
delete that podcast. All right. So
Hmm.
listen. With that being said, Scribble said something that was important. Scribble
Uh-huh.
said, shout out to Scribble. Scribble said my pops was a drug dealer and a gun runner. I got put in the foster care system. I grew up more creative and street smart than book smart. If if says it's 50-50 genetics versus how you were raised. You're correct, Scribble. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm trying to tell you, Omar. Like some of your ideas are great, but some of them are offensive to the people that have been through stuff that you have not been through,
Listen,
right? No,
you know
hold
what
up.
is?
Let me finish, Omar. Omar, let me finish. Heard a lot of Omar tonight. So, with that being said, listen, man. There is awareness that happens in culture uh upbringings, man, that everybody's not brought up the same way. So their perception of what they see and view is different from you and I. I can't force my belief, and I don't want it to make it seem like, oh, we male chauvinists, or we just strictly men, we pro men, and we hate. No, I wanted to be clear that the intent of the content is to just discuss. We were supposed to say what men want, and versus what women want. Not speak at one another and say, well, you shouldn't be this or you gonna be single all your life. No, that's not what we're here for. And I don't want that to be the perception of our show, because this is about you having an open opinion to your dialogue that you want to just give out to us. And you have the freedom to speak about it without being judged. Now you can speak from your perception and say everything that Omar desire and wants in a woman. That's what I was trying to say earlier when the mic was acting up, and it became more directive. And I want y'all to keep in mind, man. I want y'all to enjoy being here. I want people to know they can come on here and don't have to have their defenses up because they might get low blows, and that's just the real side of it. But you
Yeah.
have to keep in mind, you can speak from your perception and saying, "This is what I want from a woman. In my mind, this is what I desire." I can't say that you as a woman you're gonna be single, you'll never get it. And she can't say to you, well, just like you divorced and you ain't gonna never get another wife. No, that's not what it's about. It's about you having that free idea, that free desire to want and not want what you want. We didn't went like 5 minutes past our time, but I'm sitting here to go further in it because we're gonna finish this, man. But I need you to understand, both of you guys, that I want y'all to love it. It wasn't with the intent to where you had to keep reflecting off each other, because it became more about that. And like I said, as I scrolled through the comments, I'm looking at the comments of others, and to them it became like that. And they was trying to say, "Well, I got tattooed." No, no, it's nothing wrong with you having tattoos. It's nothing wrong. That it's your choice of how far you want to go in life. Like they say, Mark Zuckerberg, he got a tattoo, and we know that he's a self-made millionaire, he a billionaire. He ain't had to depend on nobody. He kicked the door down and got through there. So his creativity was still there, even though he had tattoos. So it don't make you less smarter or dumber. Will it hinder your opportunity? Yes. To somebody always gonna say no. They're gonna say no because of the color of your skin.
I was just gonna say that.
But you have to continue. I don't accept no. No is not the ultimate answer for me. There's always a yes. You just have to find yes. So, and it's for the woman and it's for the man. It's no different than a man that's overweight and he can't get his weight down and he feel insecure because the women don't look at him the same. I done had these type of conversations with men, man, sitting in my chair and telling me their personal feeling. So as a barber, you're more than just a barber. You're damn near a counselor, and you're listening as a psychologist listen to his client, and you're listening to them talk and express their feelings and their emotions and their pain. So I didn't heard so much dialogue sitting in that chair, man, that's why I can speak from the experience of men, that all men perception are different in what they desire and see in a woman. Some like younger women, some like older women, some like mid-aged women, some like cougars. They like them all, man. But to each his own. And it's for everybody. There's somebody. We have to keep in mind of that. What you don't want is gonna be another man's treasure. It don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that person still value themselves and keep their upkeep that way because they're saying, nigga, if you don't like it, I'm gonna go find somebody that do.
What did I do? Yep.
If you don't like what the woman do, what you gonna do? I'm gonna holler at her, man. I'm not messing with her. Just like you said, I don't like what she wears. So what you gonna do? Go to the next woman. She gonna go to the next guy. That's always a piece to the puzzle that fits. So that's why I want to speak from that aspect and get y'all to see it in their perceptions. There's nothing wrong with the way Omar think, that he's gonna find the perfect woman for him that fit those qualities. Hopefully he fits her qualities as well. And he be what she want. Because that's the consistency that give and take in a relationship. Now I've been with my wife, we've been together. I gotta try to keep count. I think it's like 29, 20 something years. We've been together since we were 19. So at the end of the day, that's consistency. I had gold teeth in my mouth, real ones, not the kind you pull out and put back in. It was real. You know what I mean? So that we looked at people doing that stuff as like, man, that's some false sucker. You don't get that garbage out your mouth. You might well bend it. Popeyes used to have the old gold trays, and people used to bend the trays up and put in their mouth like they got gold teeth. So
Damn.
that's just a upbringing through the hood environment of others. People come up in different populations around the world, so their perception is going to be different. If a bomb blow up here, everybody get hysterical and crazy and don't want to come outside for the next month. If it happened in Afghanistan, they just come outside in the next hour and say, okay, that's normal. So it's different in different places. It's perception, culture based. That's what you have to understand, Omar. That's what Tan understands. She have to understand the side that Omar is coming from. He desire a woman without it. P said the same thing. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I ain't gonna. It ain't like my wife natural. Like she been natural. She know I don't like straight stuff. She might get her nails done every now and then, but she like to let them grow out natural. So just what's wrong with your natural inhabitant? That's all Omar saying. Love that. I love it. And sometimes we get our hair cut because why? We want to change our appearance. We look a little fresher. We get our face shaved. We change our why you ain't letting that hair grow. It's to naturally grow.
Right,
Thousands of
right.
years ago, men had long beards, long hair, and they just let it grow. But why did we change it? You was considered a genius or a man of valor because of your beard,
Yeah.
right? So the beard was important. Now people don't want no facial hair. So it all changes, and that's why I told you. But the basketball analogy, the 5'9", now it's hard. Back then it wasn't because you had the Spud Webb, the Muggsy Bowles, the Nates that came through that was sharp people, but they was electrifying. So it's all based on your talent. But with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. You know what I mean? It's the Delete That podcast. You got to understand something, Omar. We had to delete that. You feel me? Now next segment, me and P gonna come back with y'all. You understand me? Because I love where we at, and we gonna find out what happened to our other guests that had problems logging in. Probably had the same situations I had. What you think, P?
I don't know, man. I never seen him coming in. Hopefully we didn't send him the wrong information to log in. So I hope it's not on the behalf of the
You
Delete
was
That podcast.
quiet today, P. You was quiet today. I need you a little more live, P. You was
Oh,
quiet. You was
well,
listening.
I'm sitting back and enjoying the
He,
conversation.
he,
And when
he
I could
wanted he
interject,
wanted
I
to
would.
listen.
You know what I
He
mean?
wanted to listen. He told me he wanted to listen today because he
Yeah.
wanted to
I wanted to
see
listen
what
in and see what was going
so
on. You know
what
what
I
I'm
was going
saying?
to do.
Because
Right.
I've been fighting this battle not only on the Delete That podcast, but on the phone through social media. So I have people that
Yeah,
own different what I can say, like hair companies and stuff like that throughout the United States. And I'm hearing their different feedbacks and the things. I've been speaking to Omar about certain things when he's in the shop. So, we've been having a lot of conversations here and there, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just wanted to sit back some time to listen to see what's going on. My co-host disappeared. He back and he picked up, you know what I'm saying? So I got to let him do his 50-50, you know what I'm saying? So I'm,
Right.
I'm just sitting back and enjoying the show. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay.
So
watch
with that being
yourself,
said,
man. Watch
oh,
yourself.
was there anything
Who
else
was
you wanted
that?
to say?
That's the
That's
man
Papa Do.
right here. That's Papa Dude and entered the
Oh,
building. Because it's a
So,
shout out to Amber
Listen,
Tate.
I,
Nurses get tattoos. Shout out Amber Tate.
wait. Somebody got a delete. Who is that? I didn't hear.
It's
somebody
how
so,
said
it is,
so,
baby.
somebody said
Tell me
oh,
my
all
pop.
these
Listen,
problems, you ain't got to worry about a thing. I don't agree with Omar today, and I agree partially with you and partially with him. But the truth is, Papa Duden came to the realization to delete that shit. What up?
Is there anything else you want to sum up? Or I know you had something to say. You've been on pause for a minute.
I don't even know what she said, but but I
Take
couldn't
a listen,
understand it.
baby.
But yeah, I have nothing else to say. I enjoyed the conversation. At the end of the day, my opinion is just an opinion. Um, you all can take it as how it is or whatever. I'll be back later on.
Oh, you better be back. You better be back for part 3 with the rest of the women because they're gonna be at your kufi,
Listen,
Omar.
I
They
listen.
gonna be
I
at
want the women to come. Listen, I want the women to come because I'm gonna bring the stats, and y'all don't want the stats because I am a statistician, and I'm gonna bring the stats. Only 1 in 4 black women get married in their lifetimes. I'm gonna bring the
hey,
stats.
hey, listen, but you know what? Look, when you say that as them stats, do you know how much that one represent in totality of numbers?
It makes
Over
represents
10,000?
1 out of 4. 1 out of
No,
4.
no, 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 no. One out of what for? One out of 4 women. Out of how many millions and billions of people on the earth that one represent a big number. So I don't want to downplay that one out of 4. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of women don't get married because men play games all day and don't want to get
No,
married.
that's not. That's stop.
Uh,
Stop
A
blaming it on
lot of
men.
women
Don't blame
don't
it
get
on men.
married because
Don't
they
blame it on
don't
men.
want to
like
get
men
It's
are
because
married.
innocent.
A
they
lot
have
of
kids out of
women don't
wedlock.
get
Don't
married
blame it.
because they don't want to get married. So put
Okay,
that
Yeah.
out
okay,
there
yes,
too,
yes, yeah,
because
okay,
that's
yes.
one
That's
of the
exactly.
four too.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
Right.
that's
Wait,
exactly what
so
it is.
you saying women don't want to get married? I have
Yeah,
not
women don't
heard
want
a
to get
Women
married.
woman.
Come
don't
on,
want to get
come
I
on,
married.
have,
Pete. Come on, Pete.
Because
Pete,
they
wait,
dealing with
defend
it,
me
all
right
the
now.
stuff
you
that
have
they
Yeah,
just
gotta deal
woke up
with.
the
They don't.
silent
yeah.
beast.
Look,
Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete.
Ooh,
some women do not want to
Women
get
don't
married.
want to get married.
My
Get
mom's
the hell out
best
of here.
friend
Women
never
want to get
wanted to
married.
get married. No, no, no.
That,
well,
that,
well,
My
That's
I
a
that's
don't,
small
not
I
true.
percentage
I
of
friend
don't
women.
think
has
that's
never
normal.
been married
No,
and she
small
never
percentage
wanted
of
to
women.
get
Hey,
married.
Omar,
Women want to have.
Omar, I agree with you on
I'm
this,
with that. I'm
Omar.
good
Okay,
with
come
that.
on,
Listen,
I'm
right?
with that.
You know,
listen,
come on.
Now,
I
I'm not
Omar,
agree
gonna
you
with
go
back,
there.
you.
no,
I'm
baby?
not going there.
no.
Omar,
Come on, I'm
hold
not
on,
going there right now.
I
hold
don't.
up, Tam.
Okay, well, I'm that one. I don't want to get married.
Okay,
Tam,
you're the one.
Man,
We're going to talk
Tam,
about
I'm
the
that
three
one.
that
I'm
aren't
that
like
one
you.
in a
Tam.
million.
There you go,
man.
now, Tam.
Delete
Now,
that.
see, delete, that's what I'm about to delete your ass because
Yep.
I'm about to come
Yep.
for
And
your ass.
delete her ass. Yep.
See, that's again an opinion of yours, right? You
I
Yeah,
don't
say
want to get
yeah,
married.
yeah,
you say women don't want to get
yeah.
married. No, Tam
No,
don't
I
want to get
said
married.
no. I
I
said
know a
no.
lot
I
of
said
women wait
some
on to get a
women.
husband. They're like, I can't
Some
wait
Mm-hmm.
to get him.
women.
Listen,
Some women. I said some. I didn't say all.
Most
I didn't,
women,
and
well,
I said
most women want to get
some.
married.
And I was speaking
Most.
from my
do
opinion
we
and
really
my
know the minds of
experience.
other? Do we
That
really know the minds
yes,
of other women?
I
Do we
yes,
know
I
deep
spoke
down
to
into
another.
them their desire? Listen to what
I
I'm saying,
know.
Tam.
I'm
Hold on for
speaking
a
of
second.
my
Hold on.
experience.
All right, but listen, Tam.
Most
Do
women want to
not
get married.
just yours, but when you speak for some women, do you really know deep down what's in their epitome of their soul, what they really want? Are they really being honest with you, or do pride get involved and they don't
Mm-hmm.
want to seem hurt by telling you, no, girl, I want someone to hold me. I want
No,
some. As a person
no.
being through the
They
system,
didn't say they
understanding,
didn't
being
want
that
nobody to hold them. They didn't say they didn't want to, be with somebody. What I said was they didn't want to get married.
how you in
Just
their
because
heart.
you're with someone and all that type of stuff does not necessarily mean you want to marry them. Y'all can be
So
very
right now you can
fine.
name 30
Be
people right now to me that don't want to get married. Right
Right
now.
now.
Stop
no,
there.
I'm not gonna name 30. What I
Right,
can name
right,
is from my
right,
experience, I
right.
can name 5 people that do not
See,
want to get
that's a
married.
low percentage out
Five
of
is not
millions.
at five. Oh, you
Wait,
telling
hold
me
on. I
five
don't.
people?
They got
Okay, come
I
on.
don't
trillions.
have. Wait, hold on. Let me
They got
speak.
trillions of
Let
Hold
people.
on.
me
Let,
speak. I
let,
don't
let
talk
her
to
speak.
30 women. I don't
That's
talk to
that's
30
my point.
women.
That's my
So
point.
I'm
So
speaking on what
so
I didn't say nothing about you, him, them, or they. I said on that percentage, some women don't want to get married as well. So I'm speaking on the 1 in 4 that he was speaking on because you were saying some women, that one we not gonna, neglect. But some women just don't want to get married. It's part of that percentage of the 1 in 4.
well, listen, I get agree. What I you not hearing me, Tan? This. Hold on a second. I I don't agree with now. I agree with you clearing it up. I didn't agree with you initially said. There's women that don't want to get married. I said you don't know what's deep down in them, and it's vice versa because there are some men that don't look to get married. They feel they want to play the
Right,
field all their life. I do
right.
understand that. It's vice versa. Women have the same feeling men do. So we're not gonna feelings is feelings. Eventually they'll pass. But just like our time has passed. See? Yeah,
You said
yeah,
yes,
You know
exactly
what?
yeah,
That's
right.
for the next show. I'm
yeah,
gonna need y'all to check
yeah.
in and have my back, women, when y'all see this and
Yeah.
put in so we can get a percentage
Hey,
on how
you,
many of you guys want
that's
to
on
get
your
married.
women. That's on your women that let you
Right?
down tonight. You should have
And
called them
men,
up
and
and said,
men,
"Where the
and
heck
men,
y'all at? Where the heck
and
y'all
men.
at? Y'all supposed to been on here and Omar tore my ass up all night on
No,
on the speaker.
Omar didn't tear
Where
my
was
ass
you
up.
at?
Just Omar like what he like, and I like what I like. And hey, I told them they gotta go if they don't like what I like. I'm not just to change me
P said
because
he
I
like his
nobody.
back scratched up.
I
He a
like to
freak.
scratch him then.
He's a freak.
I
All
like
right,
to
right now.
scratch him then.
Hey, I ain't finna
You
let
know
y'all
what?
niggas lie on me like that.
I can get in a good debate with Omar because I like it. But I don't mind.
Delete that. She like it. Huh?
She
Delete.
like it.
She
Hey,
like
look,
You know what?
I'm
it. Take
about
Yeah,
to
I
yeah,
don't
say,
yeah. She
mind.
like it.
take that. Delete that.
Leave her number in the chat. We can talk later offline.
Oh,
So I
She
see.
sound she
wait.
sound like a
You
she
ain't
sound
get rid of that
You
pussy.
say the
She
rest of
still
it.
she,
you, boo.
she sound like a strong, independent woman who don't want
A
Oh,
natural,
who
Yeah.
don't
a
need no
natural
man.
woman
Who
too.
don't need no man, right? Yeah. We can
She
talk about that
No,
natural.
later on,
no,
right?
no, that's not what I
I see
said.
a
No,
love
no, I'm a
connection.
strong,
yeah.
independent
No, I said
woman that
I said you
doesn't need
sound
a
like
man,
one.
but I do want one.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
didn't say you
goodness.
did.
I don't need
I said
him,
you
Oh
but
my
I
sounded
do
like one.
want one.
say, man.
No,
Listen.
Okay.
I
But
don't need
listen,
him.
man. Hey, we love y'all out there. Listen, check this out. We always give a motivational word that we send out. You know what I mean? Since y'all been on here and it out all this time, we want you. Shout out, Amber. I see you, Amber. I'm sorry. We were supposed to. Amber say I have seen some beautiful natural people have ugly kids. You're exactly right. That's what
Cause I'm a ugly nigga. So I done had some beautiful kids. Thank God.
Hey,
Uh,
they they had a song they used to say when I was young. He said, what he said, you must have been a beautiful baby.
I seen two
Lord,
ugly
let
people
that
have
shit
a beautiful baby. Look,
out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it depends on what your beauty is and the perception of
right.
it.
And I
So
done seen
yeah,
two midgets have a basketball player. Hot
that's
dog.
what I saw.
oh my God! Stop. No, you've never seen
Well,
that. You've never seen
hold
that.
up. We
Stop.
did. I'm
Stop.
five. I'm 5'9". My wife, she like 5'4", and my son grew to be 6'3". So
And
it's a
Right.
crazy
I'm
thing.
five
You know what
seven
I
and
mean?
my son's 6'2". You
That's
feel
what
me?
I'll tell you. So we
It's,
just saw
it's,
it. Oh
it's
my,
one thing that I know about height. When,
right.
when we all lay down, we the same height. I'm
Uh,
trying to
uh,
tell you.
tell
We
the kid,
all lay
Y'all,
down, we the
y'all ain't,
same height.
y'all
You
ain't,
feel me?
y'all
hey,
ain't
will
Delete
you
midgets.
that.
climb
Y'all
that
ain't
tree?
midgets.
Will you climb that tree?
Knock down leaves, baby.
Knock
I
that
climb up
leaf.
trees and knock down leaves. You better
Talk that
watch it.
shit, baby.
Okay,
Talk
okay.
that shit. Uh, hey, I ain't gonna say that back door text me. Hey man, what that is? Hey, I ain't gonna get into that. Yeah, talk that shit. Uh,
That part. You feel
hey,
me?
I ain't
but
coming
listen,
back to this no more.
hey, can we get a motivational word from who? With ladies first, they say. But go ahead, Omar, be a gentleman. Omar, go ahead and show how it's done. Omar, motivational word.
Um, peace and hair grease, and and no more, no more the arguing amongst the
That
black
part.
people. Um, White people want to do extreme sports. I'm preaching right now. White people want to do extreme sports and invite black people there so we can get killed by sharks. And that's my motivation for
You
the day.
stupid.
Oh,
Yeah, that
All
is
right.
that guy.
delete that. No.
Oh, Omar said he gotta go, man. I thank you for being on, Omar.
Yeah,
You take
we
it
love
easy,
you,
bro.
Omar, man.
How you man? Peace.
All
We
right, peace, man.
appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Hey,
Uh-uh.
Chad, anything you want to say so I can clean that up for Omar? I don't got good.
I don't know how you come after that.
I mean, this, this,
Very careful.
All I'm gonna say, this is
very
my
careful.
motivation, and this is all I say, and this is who I be. I say, stay true to yourself. Be you and don't change you.
There it is, man.
That part.
Shout out to T, man. Appreciate you being with us, Tan. We love y'all, there.
Love
We'll
you
see
too.
you on
I ain't
a
coming
couple
back.
episodes.
I'm done
Hey,
with y'all.
come back with your girls next time. Come back
I'm a,
with
I
your
try.
girls.
I'm a try. I'm a try.
Okay.
Nothing beats a failure
Cause
but a
I'm,
try.
I'm
Keep
tired of
going.
being the only girl trying to hold it down. I'm
I
tired
don't
of it.
even know how they abandoned you. There was supposed to be several women on here tonight. I don't know
Man,
what happened. They might have didn't get their wigs in time. You
No,
know,
you
so
stupid.
so, they had to
You
get their
stupid.
one of them
last.
doesn't wear
You
wigs, and the other one is I don't know.
Natural.
know,
Right.
I
But
got
then we
each
Sometimes.
one, man. Shout out to the people that do wear their stuff, man. I wanted motivational. Just tell you this, man. Shout out to the women out there that do enhance themselves to make themselves feel more beautiful than what they seem inside that they are. We still love you out here, man. Don't take nothing that we said tonight seriously. It's only opinionated statements. But we love you out there. You keep pushing to be strong, and every day that you do, everything you do, make sure you consistently be the women that you need to be, man, to yourselves. Love yourselves more than others because you're going to love yourself more than others. You know, with that being said, man, from the Delete That podcast, man, we love you out there. Hey, We love y'all.
That part. Shout out to Sugar Slim, man. If you
Shout out
need
Sugar
beats,
Slim.
outros, any things of that nature, man, holla at your boy Sugar Slim Beats on Instagram. That's my dog, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be there for you, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, delete that podcast. Tune into our next episode, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I
Peace.
delete that. You feel me?
Another episode. Yeah. Shout out Sugar Slim. Sugar Slim, baby. Sugar Slim, baby. Sugar Slim, Sugar Slim, Sugar Slim, baby. Sugar Slim. Sugar Slim, baby. Sugar Slim, Sugar Slim.